I'm here with Mike McGlade. We're at South by Southwest. He's the Chief Revenue Officer of a startup called FastPay. And it's his first South by Southwest, but as we were talking over coffee, something he said that was really interesting was he just quit Facebook. So Mike, tell me, what is your life like without Facebook? Why did you decide to turn off the network altogether?
Well, so the interesting thing about Facebook is that it does add a lot of value to a lot of people's lives, but one of the things that I realized is there's a lot of negatives that come with it as well. And over time, I realized all of my idle periods were spent looking at the app and just kind of going like this on a regular basis. And so I basically, January 1st, shut it off as an experiment to find out what would happen with all of that free time if I was not logging on to Facebook. And so an interesting thing happened over the course of the last couple months. So for the first 2 weeks, you go through some form of withdrawal. And
what kind of withdrawal? Shakes?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like you don't, like, you're walking around going like this without scrolling. No, it's you kind of don't really know what to do with your free time. Like, let's say you're sitting at a stuck in traffic and there's an accident ahead, nothing's happening. Your first inclination is to go check your phone, right? But if you're not on Facebook, you can scroll through all your text messages, read all your emails. You're still not moving. I'm from LA, so obviously there's a lot of that. And then there's nothing to do. And so it gives you a lot more time to both reflect upon yourself and see what's out there. And one of the things that I noticed after a couple of weeks was that I started reconnecting with some of my really close old friends that I haven't talked to in a while. As an example, I had dinner with a friend a few weeks ago that I hadn't spoken to or seen in over a year. Over that time, I've probably liked some of his photos. We've done a couple quick comments, but it was interesting as we were talking that we realized it's been that long. And so now, when I'm on my way to the office or back, or I've got some of those idle moments, I'm much more likely to pick up the phone and call an old friend and really maintain some of those strong, solid relationships rather than continuously scroll through and just have access to all information at all time. You can take that time and deepen some of your existing relationships, which I think is great.
So you're not replacing Facebook with another app or anything, you're just actually going back and living life?
Real life, yeah.
And are you the first of your friends to do this? Is this a trend?
Yeah, I think so, actually. The downside is you start to miss some little things like the Super Bowl parties. Everything was posted online. I had no idea where the Super Bowl parties were until I called some of my friends. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's positives, there's negatives. I think for me, it's a net positive to be offline, and I really enjoy it.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.